Alright, so we are currently visiting Angkor Wat here in Cambodia. It is the largest religious structure in the world, I believe, in terms of total area that it takes up. It's absolutely massive, and it's essentially an ancient city. And now I have seen a bit of confusion as to whether or not it is one of the seven wonders of the world. I've had a couple people tell me it is, and I saw a couple sites online say it is, but other sites didn't list it at all as one of the seven wonders. Other sites said that it was like that it should be one of the seven wonders. So I'm not entirely sure what the standing is on that. Either way, this is an ancient city. I don't know quite how old, and we're about to go and explore it for a few hours, which is very exciting. Unfortunately, the weather isn't great. It's not pouring, but it is drizzling, hence this. It's ripped though. That's fine. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is going to be very, very cool. And there it is, the main structure of Angkor Wat itself. Wow, what a gorgeous building. And it's massive too. I don't know exactly quite how big it is, but it's very intimidating looking, just in terms of its pure size. And I love how ancient it feels, because it is ancient. And of course, the thing with a lot of the other ancient places that we visited is they're very well upkept, so they look pretty much brand new. But with this here, it looks its age, which is really, really neat. I love seeing old stuff like that, and so this is really cool for me to be able to see such an imposing structure and to just see its age in how it looks. That is just so awesome. Ooh. Here we go. About to go inside Angkor Wat. My hood is pretty much falling off. It ripped, which I didn't notice that part had ripped before. And now it's not really staying on, which sucks because I wanted my head protected, because my arms were already wet from before I got the poncho. But oh well, we're about to go inside. We were going to see the sunrise, but not with this weather. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get some shelter from the rain. Well, I have to say, even though it kind of sucks that it is raining, it does add a little bit of atmosphere, and it does make it a bit more interesting to look at, seeing all the rain dripping off the top and everything. This is just such a cool place. It's very different style to anything else that we've seen on this trip, and that's probably, I'm guessing, because it's a lot older than anything else we've seen. I'll have to do my research, but wow. It's very, very impressive.
Around to the building, and it's really beautiful, the decoration to our stuff. That's so beautiful.
What an impressive sight that is. Absolutely amazing. Look at these structures, man. And man, are those stairs steep. They go like straight up. it's a little bit of a shame we're not, able to go all the way up there, but it is an awesome view from down here. Really, really cool. Just looking at this, look at how old and weathered some of these stones are. That is just absolutely crazy. Now I know, obviously, they do keep it restored, but like I said before, it's really neat how you can see the age of this thing. And it just looks so neat. It adds, I don't know, an extra charm to it, I guess, to see it looking so ancient, to be able to see all the years that it has experienced and gone through. It's just, what an absolutely fantastic experience to be able to walk here and see this. And like I was saying earlier too, it's a very different architectural style to what we've seen before, but it's really, really neat. And man, do I love ancient things. Ancient things are awesome.
Drawing.
Look at these things. This is so neat. These must be old carvings. Perhaps they fell off of the original structure and are waiting to be put on. I'm not entirely sure. But they look really neat. And look how weathered and worn some of these are. Wow. Wow, what a place. Now it seems we're done with this main portion, but there's still a lot to see. There are a bunch of other temples, I believe, on the in the complex, which is massive, and I believe we're going to get to see a few other ones as well. It's only 7 o'clock, and I think we have pretty much until lunchtime, so this is going to be great. Look at this. Look at this. It's all falling apart. It was one tiny tear at first, but now it's all over the place, and it just won't stay on me. I don't know how much longer I can keep this on, because it's just falling apart and becoming less and less useful by the second. So I think pretty soon I might just abandon it altogether, because it's not being much help. Well, we are about to enter another temple. This is called Angkor Wat, and of course in that ancient structure. We just had our breakfast. I don't have my poncho on anymore because it ripped too much. When we finished our breakfast, it wasn't raining, and then when we got out of the van here, it was suddenly raining again. So, well, I guess I'm going to be getting wet. Hopefully it doesn't last too long, though. Now, we've got all these guys out here. Some detail I didn't notice on the gate, though, is that it's got faces. See, I think you got 3 here, and I think there's one on the other side, the tour guide might have said, but I didn't notice the faces actually on here. Now I do. That's really neat. Hey, it's a wild monkey. Holy saw. That's pretty cool. Come here, monkey. Turn your face. I want to see your face. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, really?
I've never seen a wild monkey before. I've seen them in zoos, but never just out in the wild. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Jacob.
Yeah.
You walked into my shot.
Well, maybe you should shot away from my walk.
Demolish all the Buddha statue or Buddha carving. Yeah. That
Oh,
means
my
they
friend.
changed Buddhist to 100
Yes.
of 13th century.
Alright, so
after
this
they
is the actual temple itself, and wow. That's impressive. Maybe not quite as impressive as the Angkor Wat temple, but this is still really cool. I love all the faces. Oh, it's really dark, sorry. I love all the faces along here and the pillars, and once again, just like Angkor Wat, just the ancient vibes that it gives off because it shows its age. I love it so much. The corroded stone and the discoloration of it. It's just gorgeous. I just love looking at this sort of thing. And this is going to be really cool to go inside and take a little bit of a look around this fantastic structure. It's just the little things like the moss as well. It's just, I don't know. I don't really have many words. I just want to show it off because I just think this is so awesome, so cool. Like I said, I love ancient things. I love history and learning about the history behind these kinds of structures, and it just, I don't know, it gives me this kind of feeling of awe that this is, survived all this time, and it's still around, it still exists. It's so cool. So cool.
Buddhism, no Mahayana Buddhism. In the Buddhists, we get two groups, Mahayana Buddhism and Theravada Buddhism. The similarly of the Christianity of the three, not much about.
Alright, we've just climbed up and now we're getting up close to these towers here now. This is really, really cool. It's a little bit different from down there where it was filled with a whole bunch of pillars that weren't really holding anything up anymore. Now we've just got all of these heads, these towers with heads in them. This part here, it actually feels more like a city or a place where people would live rather than a temple based off of what we've seen before. It just has a different vibe about it. But yeah, it's really neat. I love all of the carvings all over the place. So many different ones, and I'm sure they have lots of different meanings and purposes. But I don't really know too well what they would be. But yeah, it's really neat to see. And this is very impressive. We've climbed up it, yet it's still really high. It's like a mini mountain almost. That's so neat.
One last fruit stack.
Found monkeys. Monkeys. They're not on any of the ancient stuff. They're on this right here. But
look at all those monkeys.
we got lots of monkeys. That's pretty awesome. I like me some monkeys.
Look at those mother sloppers.
Yeah, let's go monkeys.
Yeah.
Well, that's clearly the highlight of this trip. No, in all seriousness, it's just pretty cool to see monkeys, but this place is very awesome.
My favorite part's the monkeys.
Well, maybe yours are, but
Yeah?
I like the architecture and everything. It's so bright outside. It keeps flashes of light everywhere. But so cool. I think we've explored most of it by this point. I don't know how much more there's going to be for us to see here, but I've been taking so many pictures and videos. My phone is almost dead, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning, so I really hope that it can last at least until lunchtime. Maybe in which case I should stop recording and then it'll save battery.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Get lost.
Alright, we are on our way down. It's starting to get sunny now finally, which is good. And we have one more temple that we're supposed to visit, except we can't seem to gather all our group members together, so hopefully that can happen soon so we can get to the other temple and actually get to see it before we have to leave. It would be very unfortunate if we didn't get to see that last one. But yeah, this was a really neat experience. Loved the building, saw some monkeys, and I took a lot, and I mean a lot, of pictures and videos, so certainly I'm not short on those. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so this is the third and final temple that we are going to be visiting today. I'm not sure what its name is, but it certainly looks a lot more decrepit than the other ones that we were at. We saw a little structure further back that was kind of, you know, not restored at all, and they've done some conservation work on this one, but it seemed like they needed there were some major changes that needed to be made to keep it safe and not falling apart. But this is neat because it's got a tree coming right out of the top there. That's certainly not something you see every day. Here we go. This demonstrates the decrepitness a lot better. You can see just how much restoration work is needing to go into this. All of this here is just collapsed, and obviously all of this is getting new supports. Can't go in most of it because so much of it needs to be restored still, so it's a little bit of a different situation from the last temples that we visited, but that's good because it gives a bit of variety and makes it a little bit different of an experience. This particularly is very cool. Like, look at the size of those roots. They're just so incredibly thick. They're like, I don't know, they're like elephant trunks. That's what they're reminding me of. But yeah, that's really neat. Well, apparently there's a lot more of this than what it initially seemed to be. They kind of like the one palace we visited in South Korea, because now there's all this as well, which is awesome. A lot more to explore. These roots impress me so much. It's ridiculous how thick they can get. But yeah, this is really, really neat. I'm glad that it's a little bit different from the other temples we've already visited today. That's great. Yeah, actually, this is just like the temple or the palace in South Korea, because it just keeps going on and on and on when you think it's about to end. I don't know how much more time we have to explore here, but this is easily the biggest wide open space seen so far at this temple, and the buildings just continue to impress. Well, the ancientness of the buildings continues to impress, especially when you get, you know, the full effect of it with, you know, all the moss and the trees growing on it. There are trees all over the place, all over these buildings. It's ridiculous, and it is so cool. So awesome.